The petitions numbering 1 through 42 were submitted to the office sometime after 3:26 p.m. on August the 9th. They were stamped and stamped as filed as reflected by the timestamps from 4:04 to 4:07. The Clipper affidavits notarized by the office of Jeffrey Clipper was stamped as filed at 4:12 p.m. However, the remaining affidavits were stamped and filed at from 4:25 to 4:27 p.m. Additionally, we have a timeline of all of the petitions and affidavits in a chart, and we have the additional material that has not been presented to the district attorney, has not been viewed by this board, to view that not only did Representative Mahoney appear at the courthouse on August the 9th, entered the courthouse at 4:10 p.m. He remained at the courthouse, having appeared to enter the office of the prothonotary for some 9 minutes until 4:19 p.m. on August the 9th. And then subsequently, we see him exiting at 4:19, exiting the courthouse, and then appear the stampings on the affidavits. And if you would look at the arrangement of those affidavits with petitions, there is a disarray of attachment of all of those affidavits, amounting to possibly 48, to the petitions, that is out of kilter to the time stamp of 4:04 to 4:07 p.m. So it's impossible that when the petitions themselves were all stamped at 4:04 to 4:07, that the affidavits of circulator of Tim Mahoney that he possessed for notarizing at the courthouse, at the prothonotary's office, were with the petitions at the time of filing. Additionally, we have further information concerning May 17th of 2011, primary election day, which we were told, apprised, that referendum petitions were circulating on that day. We approached...
That's not.
No, this is why we had asked for a meeting, because, and we even...
There's a notation in the complaint that states that it's a non-exhaustive.
It's not exhaustive. And I additionally have worked up all of what we were going to present, if given the chance, in this that I can give to the board. And furthermore, the timelines could be gone over, and additional material that puts at variance testimony in Judge Worman's courtroom regarding the insertion of the date range of June 1 to August the 8th, that Representative Mahoney testified in court was June the 1 was the date that he handed out or gave the petitions to over 42 of his circulators. Yet he is named as the circulator of all of the petitions.
But I thought it was established previous that as long as an individual is aware of the petition that they are circulating, that it can in fact be the same circulator. Is that correct, Counselor?
That is correct. We discussed that when we were discussing referendums.
That's
Yes, but we also did not get into discussing, and we were present at those meetings, the additional that the circulator, signing the oath, basically, must have knowledge of the signers. And there are specific things of what the knowledge is to be about, and Rob could present that.
Before we go on, okay, it's already 20 after. The time that this right here took, you could have had your presentation. So I'm going to say a few things, okay, first off. First off is you're absolutely right. This election board has a responsibility. That's the first thing. Second, you're also correct in stating that we have not heard those allegations, okay, in its entirety here at an election board. Plus there are new ones because of what you just said and what we read. And this board has not voted to move it or voted to send this on to the district attorney's office. So therefore, everything that was just said was inaccurate because we have not taken that official position. Thirdly, it doesn't matter if it's called a PowerPoint or a presentation. Fourthly, whether or not in the history of Fayette County Election Board they have never heard of that does not mean that we cannot do it now, okay? It does not matter to me when a citizen prepares and files a complaint with the election board, if it's the day before the election or 200 days before an election. We still have a responsibility to hear those complaints. That is our duty as the election board. And also it does not matter if it's John Doe or Jane Doe. We still have that responsibility. And finally, I am a member of this election board. I am an equal member. I asked the director to place the item on the agenda. It was not placed on the agenda. I do not need a second vote to have it placed on the agenda. Just as each one of us who serve on the retirement board, if we want an item on the agenda, it's on there. If we want an item on the agenda for the prison board, it's on there. One member can do that. If we want it on for the salary board, we can do it. In the past, if any member here wants an item on the agenda, it's on there. My item was not placed on. You requested it. Number one, you requested it, so it should have been on. And number two, I requested it. So regardless of all of that now, we are here, and I, as an election board member, am asking you to go ahead and present it. In the interest of time, we've already heard one commissioner state that earlier, not today, but in email conversations, that he is short for time. That was Commissioner Ambrosini. Commissioner Zavatovsky sent an email, said that he has to make an appointment right after this election board. So in the interest of time, I don't want to go on. Wait, I'm not finished.
Please finish.
Okay. If there are any other members of the public who wish to make a public comment, I would suggest that they make their public comment, and then we can listen to yours. But I'm not going to refuse you the opportunity of presenting this information.
As I recall, at the last meeting when Mr. Kavanaugh and Mr. Mahoney both made their allegations, this board was quick to vote to forward this matter to the district attorney, and I believe that vote was unanimous.
We heard each of those individuals. I'd like to hear them now. They have not had their opportunity. Those three individuals, Butler, Kavanaugh, and Mahoney, I believe, Mr. Mahoney even brought a PowerPoint presentation.
No, he did not bring a PowerPoint.
Well,
He brought a chart of some sort.
well, that's PowerPoint, okay. But we heard each of them. I'd like to hear yours. Is there any other members of the public who has?
I have no objections of hearing their additional complaints.
But I would like to hear it in an organized manner without any interruption.
I think this board has a right to ask questions based on what is being presented.
I didn't say that. I'm saying
And
without
I
interruption.
too have that same equal right that you do. We received a complaint dated August 24th. Are there any amendments or additions to that complaint?
No, I would like, your issues in August 24th, I would like those as a matter of record in a nice, uniform, concise fashion, to make it as a matter of record. But there are other people who wish to talk before